What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and I just want to start this video off by saying OEM is always better. I'd rather have 10 plus 1 out of an OEM mag than 15 plus 1 out of an aftermarket mag. When it comes to everyday carry, when you go to the range, having fun training, 15 rounds all day long, no problem with it. Dagger mags, shield arms mags, whatever the case may be. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about the 43, the 43x, and shield arms. Now, one thing I do want to say is 10 plus 1 will always be more reliable out of OEM mags than 15 plus 1 out of any other magazine body. When I take polls, I ask people, how reliable are your Glocks? 98% said reliable. The other 2%, honestly, I have my suspicions that some of them were trolls trying to skew the data, so I would say a good 99% of Glock owners are pretty satisfied with reliable handguns. Now, what I would say is, the Glock 43x, if you use a 10-round OEM mag and maintain your firearm, it will run reliably for tens of thousands of rounds, no problems. And then you keep a couple extra part kits laying around, you can have this handgun for the rest of your life. Now, when it comes to the magazines, Glock OEM mags are some of the best mags in the world. Why do you think they're ran by so many people, are so reliable, so widespread at every firearm store, and so on? They have a reputation. Now, there's a company called Shield Arms. We all know about them. They sort of get a good rep, but when I take a poll, it's a little nerve-wracking. Whenever I do a poll about Shield Arms mags, whether I'm asking about the Gen 2s, the Gen 3s, everyone always says about 50% reliable. 50% of the people have good luck, no issues. The other 50% say mine are unreliable as can be. And I find that really interesting because I have 8 Gen 2s, I have a couple Gen 3s, and I have a PSA Dagger mag in here. They've all been reliable. But when it comes to the Z9 mags, we'll talk about it, they haven't been. But anyways, what Glock should have done all along, it drives me insane. It drives me crazy. If I was in a boardroom with Glock, I would have said, chop it here. Give us 8 rounds. Then bring it down and give us 10. Right? Give us 2 magazine options. A deep concealment option and this full-length grip option for awesome ergonomics. Give us, a base plate on that larger mag to make it feel like this grip is right now. Now, the whole point of the Glock 43x, in my opinion, is that grip. That is the best part about this handgun, how comfortable it is. The ergonomics, the grip angle, everything just sits really well in your palm swell. As you can see, you can shoot the Glock the way a Glock was designed to be shot. And the 43x just strives. Same with the 48. They're interchangeable in these situations, but it just strives based off ergonomics and shootability. So that's why I don't think this makes any sense. Now, if Glock offered, hey, we'll chop your 43x and we'll give you an 8-round mag and a 10-round mag, I'm all for it. Take my money. I would buy an extra 43x and send it away just to have it chopped. But the fact that it's being done by Shield Arms makes me nervous. Let's talk about the 43, right? This right here is a Z9 plus 1. So 10 plus 1, 11 rounds out of a Glock 43. So it's the same width as the slide all the way down, whereas the Glock 43x gets wider in the frame. But as you can see, 11 plus 1 on the right, 15 plus 1 on the left. You can see how comparable that is, but way more capacity over here. Both made by Shield Arms. Problem is, the Z9 mags for me, not this one, but the other 2 I have, completely unreliable. I reached out to Shield Arms. They sent me brand new replacement springs. Once again, unreliable. Both of them took 4 weeks to become unreliable magazines of being fully loaded. It was honestly really scary, and the fact that a lot of people buy these mags for more capacity for everyday carry makes me really nervous. I really don't like that. But all these firearms are cleared, safety checked, and so on. See, here's the thing. What they're saying is, your 43x, you send it to them, they will chop it down to 43 length, and they're going to give you 10 rounds flush. So you're going to have the 10 round flush there. Then they're going to offer the S15 mags with a base plate on it. So that same mag with a +5 base plate to make it down to here for that 15 plus 1. So they are doing what Glock should have done, and every time I say that, it makes me more angry and upset. Now here's a nice setup that I really like out of the 43x. This is 8 plus 1. This is a Mag Guts kit. It adds +2 with this little base plate, and you get the same thinness all the way down. It is thinner than the 43x. This right here, 9 rounds, that's plenty for me. I love this as a travel handgun, a nighttime carry option, a light carry. A light carry is actually what I call it. I absolutely love it. Plus, it's ported. Now, will I send my 43X away to be chopped? Absolutely not. Let's think about why. If I get it chopped to here, now when I run OEM 10-round mags, because my mags I get from Shield Arms are unreliable, what am I going to do? Run a 10-round mag that goes down to here and it's chopped here and have this weird gap? No, there's going to be, like, a company would have to come out and make the actual sleeve for that. Otherwise, it'd be ridiculous. And like I said, the best part about the Glock 43X is when you grab it, even with bad hands, you see how damaged my hands are, scars, surgeries, all sorts of stuff. When I grip the 43X, it's honestly like, it just feels so good. It's so perfect. And with these Handle It Edge Series grips that I have on there, it is the most perfect setup in the hand that I own. Now, do I carry the 43X? Not a lot. Do I carry the 43? More than the 43X. But when I pick up this handgun, it just feels so good in the hand, so natural, and so right. So I sort of feel like by sending it away, you're basically destroying your 43X. Now, would I buy a 43X lower and send it away to be chopped down? Yeah, I might do that actually for review and stuff like that, because a lot of people trust Shield Arms. A lot of people trust the S15 mags, Gen 2 and Gen 3s, and they carry with them. I like testing this stuff because I like to come back to you guys with answers on what I think. And I try to always steer people away from carrying with aftermarket mags, especially for everyday carry. I don't care if you go to the range, buy a bunch for the range, buy a bunch for the woods, whatever. Buy one for your backup even. But the main reason you carry a backup mag in the first place is to clear malfunctions, right? And so chances are, if you use an OEM mag, you're probably not going to have to clear any malfunctions. So I'd say use it as a backup mag, that's fine. But chop it down, that's a little extreme. I have no problem with these mags or anything like that. But chopping your handgun down, which the best part about it's the ergonomics, and now you have this weird, awkward, mag that needs a sleeve. It might even wobble a little bit more. Honestly, I just don't think it's a good idea. Now, maybe if PSA offered the dagger mags, or I mean the dagger frames, the micro dagger frames, if they offered them for cheap with a lower parts kit in them, I would send one of those away. If you could buy it for $60, $70, I would send that away to be chopped. That would be an awesome thing. That would actually be great. But for an actual Glock 43X, I am not sending my handgun that is dang near perfect away to be cut into, reshaped, just to be able to use aftermarket mags, which from the company, when it comes down to it, I've had 2 that have failed me, and I've had, let's see, 13 I want to say, 13 total mags from Shield Arms, and 2 have failed me. So, 1 in 7, 1 in 6.5, that's not very good. That's a very high risk number. So I just want to point that out there. Always OEM, always, always, always. I'd rather take 10 plus 1 that's going to go bang every time than 15 plus 1 with possibly one malfunction in that 15 or plus 1, if that makes any sense. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.